On Thursday, everyone's ears perked up when Senator Joe Manchin tweeted this about the Ukraine conflict. "In my lifetime, I have never seen the United States of America in a more just war." The United States is at war in Ukraine? Surely that's some kind of bizarre typo. Maybe he meant to say... I can't think of anything. But no war with Russia has been approved by Congress, so we can't be at war. That would be illegal. Then later that day, a 21-year-old Air National Guardsman was arrested for leaking top-secret Pentagon documents on the Ukraine war on social media. At first, the Pentagon said they were fake, but it turns out they're the first real thing about the Ukraine war that's been on social media. R.I.P. Samuel Hyde. He should know you don't put classified documents on social media. You put them in Joe Biden's garage, or his home office, or his office in Pennsylvania. They sent at least 7 armed soldiers in a Humvee to arrest him while he was reading a book. For taking these documents home, he could face charges under the Espionage Act and could get up to 10 years in prison per document. Boy, it sounds like those documents are really embarrassing for Ukraine's leadership, even more embarrassing than what we've already seen. The media wants to make this story about how the leaker got the information and how he released it. But we got to ask the obvious question. What do the leaked documents say? We've been told repeatedly that we are not at war with Russia. Ukraine is. We're just supporting them with money and equipment. But it turns out that's not true.
Briefing slides prepared by the U.S. government began to show up, among other places, on Twitter. And the slides show that this is, in fact, not Ukraine's war. It's our war. The United States is a direct combatant in a war against Russia. As we speak, American soldiers are fighting Russian soldiers. So this is not a regional conflict in Eastern Europe. This is a hot war between the two primary nuclear superpowers on Earth.
But don't worry, this war is 100% safe and effective. What do you think, PatriotBot?
Just keep talking.
We've also been told that Ukraine is winning this war, but the leaks show that that isn't true either. More than twice as many Ukrainians are being killed for every Russian. Some say it's 7 times as many Ukrainians. At least now we don't have to pretend that we're giving them hundreds of billions of dollars because they're doing so well. So the government has been lying to us, which is no surprise. Now they've got to make sure that the only person who faces any consequences is the one who exposed the lies. It's like the old saying, liar, liar, wait, why are my pants on fire? Once they found out who the leaker was, CNN jumped in to do their usual dance.
The Washington Post, as you know, reviewed video of this suspect yelling racial and anti-Semitic slurs.
That this is a 21-year-old man. He's described as a gun enthusiast. Feels like in some of these descriptions, somebody who's maybe hungry for power.
Yeah, we've got to get this guy. He likes power too much. And sure, they've been carrying on a secret war with a nuclear power, but at least they're not racist. Before the arrest, this clip of John Kirby from the National Security Council was making the rounds.
Again, without confirming the validity of the documents, this is information that has no business in the public domain. It has no business, if you don't mind me saying, on the pages of front pages of newspapers or on television. It is not intended for public consumption, and it should not be out there.
U.S. soldiers are fighting Russian soldiers in a losing war, and we have no business knowing about it. And the media has obeyed. At a Pentagon briefing this week, journalists asked the Pentagon how they could help keep this information under wraps. The Washington Post also reviewed the documents and many other documents that weren't leaked. And the Washington Post was given these documents by the intelligence agencies with full assurance that they would do nothing at all with them. But hey, maybe they're doing the right thing. Putin is a tyrant who jails political opponents and dissidents. So glad we don't live in a country like that. Maybe it's because they're important journalists who want to protect America. It's certainly not because they're
hungry for power.
This week, we also talked about the Bud Light boycott, the briefly expelled Tennessee representatives, and the trans ballerino, but those stories are available only at mycanonplus.com. Promo code WADE99 gets you your first month for just 99 cents. Link in the description, of course. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you over on Canon Plus.